let it go while I like TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like the King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, nigga. I'm back there doing jack dance like
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
Pass to George. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Well, you got to expect... A low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Simmons with it. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Warren. Now here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. And they pick up 2.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Graham.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Claxton And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Good on the second one.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
George, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013. Their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. Didn't work out. And it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Now here's Irving. Down low. And stolen by Covington. Leonard with the ball. Durant covering. Now George. Pass to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Now here's Durant. Simmons with it. Shoots over George. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Pass to Covington. Now here's Zubac. He's covered by Warren. Kicks it to George. 5 on the clock. Leonard on the wing. No good on the triple. The Nets with the lead. Right side Simmons. Outside Warren. And the layup is good off the glass.
You gotta guard Warren close, especially when he's lurking inside looking to score.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
George, no good.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Screen by Claxton. Durant for 3. The shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Jackson gets the bucket.
With quickness and speed, Jackson remains a valuable fast break option for this team.
And Brooklyn has possession. And here's Durant. He's got 5. Inside. Here's Claxton. It's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. George for 3. Sinks the tray. George has got 5 now.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Outside Covington. To the paint. It's intercepted. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass on the layup.
Physical play from Simmons chasing down the offensive board, making sure his team converts on this trip.
Zubac screen. For 3, Covington. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Good work there as it goes.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Pass to Watanabe. Here's Thomas. O'Neal on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Clippers. Marcus Morris.
Here's Thomas.
Senior.
To the middle. Here's Morris. Can't get it to drop. The Clippers trail. Tipped away. Fast break, Brooklyn. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Now Los Angeles with it. They trail by 1. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. That one goes. Count it.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Here's Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets. Morris outside. Connects from downtown. And the Clippers lead by 2. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Here's Sumner. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent to his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Marquise Morris.
And the shot goes down. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
And they're running. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And the Nets making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
.116 left to play in the first half.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in this team. I'm glad to see him remain in Brooklyn.
Takes the 3. Watanabe can't get it to go.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
And George with the jam.
Gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Here's Sumner. That three's off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Batum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
He's off on the first.
At the line for LA, Nicholas Batum.
And he sinks the second. And Brooklyn has possession. Durant with it. He's got 5. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. It'll count. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Clippers ahead, up 5.
25.
And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Big man rolling through. Give Simmons a lane to the rim, and he'll make you pay. Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
The shake. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
First free throw is good.
It's tough not to like a hard-working player like T.J. Warren. I mean, he gives his team a lot of effort and is a reliable points producer for them.
Now here's George. He's got 7. Oh, yes, the turnaround. George has got 9.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
Brooklyn trailing. To the inside. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
It's George on the wing. Inside. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Pass to George. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Fourth team foul. Coming on the floor.
There's the steal. And now the Nets on the break. Warren with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Screen by Claxton. And it's Warren missing. Jackson down low. And here's George. Out to Leonard. Pulls up on the wing. And that one hits the back iron.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
19-footer. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
From mid-range, Irving is so consistent. He can hit that shot whenever he needs to.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but PA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And stolen by Simmons. Fast break, Brooklyn. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to go on Paul George. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put me on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. And he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose.
No argument here. Here's Covington. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
A strong role player that chips in wherever he can. Every team could use a guy like Robert Covington.
And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
And that one's good by Durant.
And that's tough right there. Love when Durant goes up with purpose and finishes over contact.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. Got it. Wall's got 8.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
For 3, Durant. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Wall on the take. Wall drawing the double. Out to Covington. Up top, Wall. Give him 8 points now. Can't hit from in close.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Durant way outside. And Wall pulls it down.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Wide open look. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Morris for 3. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. The Clippers on top, up by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
The Nets, 34. All right, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And here are the Clippers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Got a piece of it. Pass to Leonard. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Warren for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. Now George. It's deflected. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. Covington grabs the board. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Durant. That one's good. Nothing but net. Durant's got 9 points now in the second half.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Pass to Wall. Out to Leonard. And now the Nets on the break. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. That's good from George.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Now Wall. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the high post. Ooh, that misses badly. Air ball.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Outside Irving. Back to Simmons. Outside Irving. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Clippers ball.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Wall with it. Picked up by Simmons. It's George on the wing. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Back to Leonard. Second chance effort. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Defensive foul.
An incredibly strong player. Leonard able to convert through the contact.
Brooklyn trailing. And here's Durant. Pass to Irving. Stolen by Wall. Knocks it loose. And the foul on Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes. Run.
Here's Leonard.
2 minutes.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. So it's Brooklyn now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And that one's good. Irving.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Pass to Leonard. From outside the arc. Brooklyn with the board. The deep 3 from Durant. That won't go. Making him 6 for 12 from the floor now. Ball with it. Warren covering. Leonard outside. From behind the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Here's George. Shoots. The shot that time not on target. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Pass to Irving. Covington grabs the board. George outside. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Durant. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Pass to Leonard. So the Clippers win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them.
He performed when he has money right in front of him. Run up on that boy right in front of him. I just tapped it.